You stand in a steamy Cretaceous jungle, the air thick with the scent of ferns and distant volcanoes. A bone-rattling roar echoes through the trees, sending a shiver down your spine. It's Tyrannosaurus Rex, the king of dinosaurs, stomping into view with jaws that could crush a car. For decades, you've pictured T-Rex as the ultimate predator, a relentless hunter tearing through prey like a monster from a Hollywood blockbuster. Think Jurassic Park, where T-Rex chases jeeps with a hunger that feels personal. But what if that image is wrong? What if T-Rex wasn't the bloodthirsty killer you imagined, but a scavenger, picking at the scraps of a prehistoric buffet? New evidence is flipping the script, and you're about to dive into a mystery 66 million years in the making. Let's start with why this matters. You've grown up with T-Rex as the poster child of ferocity, a symbol of nature's raw power. From museum skeletons towering over you in New York's American Museum of Natural History to toys you played with as a kid, T-Rex is the dinosaur that roars into your imagination. But science doesn't care about your childhood dreams. It cares about evidence. In the 1990s, paleontologists began questioning the apex predator label. Fossils from Montana's Hell Creek Formation, a treasure trove of dinosaur bones, hinted that T-Rex might have been more opportunistic, snacking on already dead dinosaurs rather than hunting live ones. It's like finding out your favorite action hero might have been a stunt double all along. Here's the science, broken down simply. Predators, like a lion you'd see on a National Geographic special, rely on speed, stealth, and strength to catch live prey. Scavengers, like vultures soaring over Yellowstone's plains, use keen senses to find carrion, dead animals left by nature's chaos. T-Rex's massive size, up to 40 feet long and 12 feet tall at the hips, screams power. But was it built for the chase? Its tiny arms, often the butt of jokes. Why did T-Rex skip arm day? Couldn't grapple with struggling prey. Yet its banana-sized teeth and bone-crushing bite force, estimated at 8,000 pounds per square inch, could demolish anything, dead or alive. It's like T-Rex was the Swiss Army knife of dinosaurs, equipped for everything, but specialized for what? Now, picture yourself as a detective in this prehistoric crime scene. The clues are in the bones, the landscape, and even the stars above. In 1902, the first near-complete T-Rex skeleton was unearthed in Wyoming, sparking a century of debate. Was it a hunter stalking Triceratops under a fiery sunset? Or a scavenger sniffing out carcasses in a swampy floodplain? Quirky fact: T-Rex's sense of smell was so sharp it could detect blood from miles away, like a shark in the ocean. That's a scavenger's superpower. But predators use it too. So, which was it? The answer lies in a mix of old bones and cutting-edge tech, from CT scans to fossilized bite marks. You're probably wondering, why does T-Rex's diet matter to you? Stargazing in a place like Yellowstone, dreaming of cosmic adventures? Because T-Rex isn't just a dinosaur, it's a mirror. It shows how science rewrites stories, turning myths into truths. If a catastrophe like the asteroid that ended the dinosaurs could reshape their world, what could it mean for yours? That's the thrill of this journey. You're not just exploring T-Rex. You're uncovering how evidence reshapes what you thought you knew. Here's a joke to lighten the mood. Why was T-Rex a terrible chef? Because it couldn't reach the spices. But seriously, the debate over T-Rex's lifestyle isn't just academic. It challenges you to question assumptions, like whether the king of dinosaurs earned its crown through hunting or scavenging. As you'll see, the truth might be messier than either label allows. So, what's your first guess? Was T-Rex a ruthless predator or a clever scavenger? Drop hunter or scavenger in the comments and join the debate. The fossils are waiting, and you're about to dig deeper. You're face to face with a T-Rex skeleton, its massive skull glaring down at you in a dimly lit museum hall, like something out of a sci-fi thriller. Those jaws, lined with serrated teeth the size of your forearm, could snap through bone like it's a pretzel. You can almost feel the ground shake as you imagine this 40-foot-long beast charging across a Cretaceous plain. But was T-Rex's body built for hunting, like a cheetah sprinting after prey? Or for scavenging, like a hyena sniffing out a free meal? Let's break down its anatomy, piece by piece, to see what this monster's design tells you about its lifestyle. Start with the head. T-Rex's skull was a biomechanical marvel, 5 feet long and packed with muscle. Its bite force, clocking in at 8,000 pounds per square inch, was stronger than any land animal ever. Imagine a hydraulic press crushing a car. That's T-Rex's jaw at work. Paleontologists found that its teeth, up to a foot long, were designed to puncture and tear, perfect for ripping into flesh, whether fresh or rotting. But here's the kicker. Those teeth grew back like a shark's, so T-Rex could afford to break them on tough bones. Does that scream predator? Tearing into a live triceratops or scavenger, crunching through a carcass? It's like a chef's knife. Great for slicing steak or scavenging leftovers. Now, let's talk about those infamous tiny arms. You've probably chuckled at them, like T-Rex was perpetually stuck in a can't-reach-the-top shelf moment. Each arm was only 3 feet long, with 2 clawed fingers, and couldn't even touch its own mouth. Useless for hunting, right? Not so fast. Those arms were muscular, capable of lifting 400 pounds each, like a bodybuilder curling dumbbells. Some scientists think they stabilized T-Rex while it fed, anchoring it to a carcass. Others argue they were vestigial, like your appendix, a leftover from ancestors who needed them. Either way, they weren't chasing down prey with those stubs. Joke time. Why did T-Rex hate hugs? Because it couldn't wrap its arms around anyone. Move to the legs. T-Rex's massive thighs and powerful hips suggest it could move fast, maybe 20 miles per hour in short bursts, like a linebacker charging across a football field. But it wasn't built for long chases. Its size, up to 12 tons, made it more like a tank than a sports car. Compare that to a modern predator like a lion, which sprints at 50 miles per hour to catch prey. T-Rex's legs hint at ambushing slow or wounded dinosaurs rather than running down healthy ones. Yet, scavengers like hyenas also cover ground to find carcasses, so speed doesn't settle the debate. Now picture yourself hiking through Montana's Badlands, where T-Rex fossils were first found in 1902. You're surrounded by rocky outcrops, the same kind that preserved T-Rex's bones for millions of years. Its anatomy tells a story of adaptability. Historical fact. In 1990, the famous Sioux T-Rex skeleton, discovered in South Dakota, revealed healed injuries, suggesting it survived brutal fights or scavenged safely. Quirky fact. T-Rex's eyes were forward-facing, giving it binocular vision like a hawk, perfect for spotting prey or carcasses from afar. You're probably wondering, if T-Rex was so powerful, why does its lifestyle matter? Because its body is a puzzle, and each piece, teeth, arms, legs, challenges what you think you know. You stargaze in Yellowstone, imagining T-Rex under the same stars, its roar echoing through time. Was it a hunter, stalking with precision, or a scavenger, thriving on opportunity? The answer might lie in the bones it left behind. What's T-Rex's scariest feature to you? Its jaws, legs, or something else? Drop your pick in the comments and keep exploring this prehistoric mystery. You're trudging through Montana's Badlands, the sun beating down on rugged cliffs that hold secrets from 66 million years ago. Dust clings to your boots as you imagine yourself a paleontologist, wielding a brush and pickaxe, uncovering a T-Rex fossil that could rewrite history. Each bone you unearth is a clue in a prehistoric detective game. Was T-Rex a fearsome hunter or a scavenger feasting on the dead? The fossils in places like Hell Creek Formation, a rocky time capsule, are your evidence, and you're about to piece together the puzzle of T-Rex's diet. Let's dig into the science. Fossils are like snapshots of the past, frozen in stone. When you find a T-Rex skeleton, you're not just seeing bones, you're reading a story. Paleontologists study wear patterns on teeth, scratches on bones, and even fossilized stomach contents to understand what T-Rex ate. Think of it like CSI, Cretaceous edition. For example, T-Rex's serrated teeth left distinct marks on bones, like a chef's knife scoring a roast. Some fossils show deep gouges, suggesting T-Rex bit into fresh kills, while others have shallower scrapes, hinting at scavenging older carcasses. It's like T-Rex was signing its meal with every chomp, but the signature doesn't tell you whether it hunted or scavenged. Now, zoom in closer. You're brushing away dirt to reveal a Triceratops bone with T-Rex bite marks. The marks are deep, with grooves that match T-Rex's tooth shape. This suggests it was tearing into something meaty. But was the Triceratops alive or already dead? Here's where it gets tricky. Predators and scavengers both leave bite marks. A lion will rip into a fresh zebra, but a hyena will gnaw on what's left. In 1997, paleontologist Karen Chin found a T-Rex coprolite, fossilized poop, in Saskatchewan, packed with bone fragments. That's a clue T-Rex ate meat, but it doesn't say whether it killed or scavenged. It's like finding a half-eaten burger in your fridge. Did you cook it, or did you swipe it from a barbecue? Picture yourself under a starry Montana sky, like the ones you'd see camping in Yellowstone, wondering what these fossils mean. The Badlands around you are a graveyard of giants, with T-Rex at the center of the mystery. Historical fact. In 1908, paleontologist Barnum Brown discovered one of the first T-Rex skeletons in Montana, sparking global fascination. Quirky fact. Some T-Rex fossils show healed bite marks from other T-Rexes, suggesting they fought, or maybe just squabbled over a carcass like vultures at a roadkill buffet. Joke time. Why was T-Rex a bad detective? Because it couldn't pick up the scent of a good clue. The fossil detective game isn't just about bones. It's about challenging what you think you know. You grew up watching T-Rex tear through Jurassic Park. But real science is messier than Hollywood. Every fossil you uncover pulls you deeper into the debate. Was T-Rex a hunter stalking prey under a fiery Cretaceous sunset, or a scavenger sniffing out death in a swampy floodplain? The answer might not be one or the other, but a mix that defies your expectations. You're probably wondering, if you were a paleontologist, what fossil would you hunt for to crack this case? A T-Rex tooth embedded in a living dinosaur's bone, or a pile of scavenged scraps? Drop your choice in the comments and tell us what clue you'd chase. The Badlands are calling, and the next fossil might hold the key. You're crouched in a Montana dig site, the sun scorching your back as you trace your fingers over a fossilized bone, scarred with jagged marks. These are T-Rex bite marks, etched into a Triceratops femur like graffiti on a prehistoric canvas. Each gouge is a clue, a snapshot of T-Rex's feeding habits 6 million years ago. Was it sinking its teeth into a fresh kill, still thrashing under a crimson sky, or scavenging a bloated carcass in a muddy floodplain? You're about to decode these marks, piecing together whether T-Rex was a ruthless predator or an opportunistic scavenger. Let's break down the science with a simple analogy. Bite marks are like a crime scene's fingerprints. They tell you who was there and what they did, but not always why. T-Rex's teeth, serrated like a steak knife, left distinct patterns. Deep, U-shaped gouges suggest a powerful bite into fresh meat, like a lion tearing into a gazelle. Shallower scratches, layered over older wounds, hint at scavenging, like a vulture picking at bones. In 1996, paleontologists studying a hadrosaur tailbone found T-Rex bite marks so deep they suggested a killing blow. But other bones, like those of a ceratopsian, show scraping marks, as if T-Rex was cleaning up someone else's leftovers. It's like T-Rex was both the chef and the dishwasher of the Cretaceous kitchen. Zoom in on the evidence. You're holding a fossil under a magnifying glass, seeing microabrasions where T-Rex's teeth dragged across bone. These marks tell you it wasn't just biting. It was twisting and pulling, maximizing meat extraction. This behavior screams efficiency, but predators and scavengers both need to eat smart. Think of a modern grizzly bear in Yellowstone. It hunts salmon, but won't pass up a deer carcass. T-Rex might have been the same, a pragmatist in a brutal world. Historical fact: in 1988, a team led by Jack Horner found a T-Rex bitten bone with no healing, suggesting the prey was dead when chomped. Quirky fact: some T-Rex bite marks match bones of other T-Rexes, hinting at cannibalism, like a dino version of a family feud gone wrong. Now picture yourself under a starry Wyoming sky, the kind you'd see at a national park campfire, imagining T-Rex's world. The bite marks you're studying aren't just scars, they're stories. A deep gouge could mean a hunt under a blazing sunset. T-Rex lunging at a fleeing Edmontosaurus. A shallow scrape might paint a swampy scene, T-Rex nosing through a carcass as flies buzz. Joke time. Why did T-Rex leave bad Yelp reviews? Because it always got stuck with leftovers. But seriously, these marks blur the line between hunter and scavenger, suggesting T-Rex was an opportunist, thriving in a world of chaos. You're probably wondering, could bite marks alone solve the mystery? They're a strong clue, but they're like a single chapter in a book. The deeper you dig, the more you realize T-Rex's lifestyle wasn't black and white. It was a survivor, adapting to whatever the Cretaceous threw its way. You stargaze, feeling the weight of 66 million years, and wonder how those ancient scars connect to the T-Rex in your imagination. Maybe the one chasing jeeps in Jurassic Park. So, what do the bite marks tell you? Was T-Rex leaving predators' bites or scavengers' nibbles? Drop predator or scavenger in the comments and pick a side. The fossils are talking. Let's hear what you think. You're wandering through a Cretaceous floodplain, the air heavy with humidity and the distant rumble of volcanoes. Towering ferns sway as a herd of Triceratops grazes, unaware of a T-Rex lurking in the shadows. This is no Jurassic Park set. It's a real, chaotic ecosystem where T-Rex reigned. But as what? A tyrant hunting everything in sight? Or a scavenger thriving on the dead? The world around you, 66 million years ago, holds the key. You're about to explore how T-Rex fit into this brutal, vibrant ecosystem, and whether its role was predator, scavenger, or something messier. Let's unpack the science with an analogy. An ecosystem is like a busy diner. Every creature has a role. Some cook, some clean, some steal fries. T-Rex was the biggest player in its Cretaceous diner, but its job description is unclear. The Hell Creek Formation, where many T-Rex fossils were found, paints a picture of a diverse world. You had plant eaters like Edmontosaurus, armored ankylosaurs, and horned Triceratops, all potential meals. Predators like velociraptors hunted smaller prey, leaving carcasses behind. T-Rex, with its size and strength, could dominate any food source, living or dead. Think of it like a bear in Yellowstone. It can hunt elk or scavenge a carcass, depending on what's easier. Zoom into the scene. You're watching a T-Rex lumber across a muddy riverbank, its nostrils flaring as it sniffs the air. Its sense of smell, sharper than a bloodhound's, could detect a carcass miles away. That's a scavenger's trick. But predators like lions use scent to track live prey too. Fossils show T-Rex lived alongside smaller carnivores, which might have left kills for it to steal, like a bully snatching lunch. But the ecosystem was tough. Droughts, floods, and volcanic eruptions made food scarce. T-Rex's size meant it needed tons of meat daily, so it couldn't be picky. It's like a road trip with no gas stations. You take what you find. Now, picture yourself camping in Montana's Badlands, the same landscape where T-Rex roamed. You're under a starry sky, imagining its world, a place of constant danger where survival meant adapting. Historical fact. In 1966, the Hell Creek Formation yielded a T-Rex skull that showed its massive nasal cavity, confirming its incredible sense of smell. Quirky fact. T-Rex might have used low-frequency roars to communicate across miles, like a foghorn in a foggy bay. Joke time. Why did T-Rex avoid the salad bar? Because the ecosystem didn't serve greens. This ecosystem wasn't just a backdrop. It shaped T-Rex's behavior. You're probably thinking of T-Rex charging through Jurassic Park, but real life was less cinematic. If prey was plentiful, T-Rex might have hunted. If carcasses were abundant, it scavenged. The ecosystem of doom forced it to be flexible, like a survivalist in a post-apocalyptic movie. You stargaze, feeling the weight of millions of years, and wonder, what role would you play in this prehistoric world? Would you be the hunter, the hunted, or the one scavenging to survive? The fossils and the ecosystem they came from tell a story of adaptability, not a simple label. T-Rex was a product of its world, thriving in chaos. So, what ruled your version of this prehistoric diner? Was it T-Rex's jaws, its nose, or sheer opportunism? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us what you think dominated this ecosystem of doom. You're hiking through Yellowstone, watching a vulture circle above a distant carcass, its sharp eyes locked on a free meal. Across the plain, a grizzly bear chases a deer, all muscle and hunger. These modern animals feel like echoes of T-Rex, stalking or scavenging in a world not so different from the Cretaceous. By studying today's predators and scavengers, you can uncover clues about T-Rex's true nature. Was it a lion-like hunter, striking with precision, or a vulture-like opportunist, thriving on what others left behind? Let's bridge 66 million years to find out. Start with the science, made simple. Modern animals are like living fossils, their behaviors offering a window into the past. Predators, like lions, rely on speed and strategy, often hunting in packs to take down live prey. Scavengers, like vultures, soar high, using keen senses to find carrion. T-Rex, with its massive size and bone-crushing jaws, doesn't fit neatly into either box. Its sense of smell, as sharp as a vulture's, could detect rotting flesh from miles away. Perfect for scavenging. But its powerful legs and binocular vision, like a lion's, suggest it could ambush prey. It's like T-Rex was nature's ultimate multi-tool, built for whatever the Cretaceous threw its way. Zoom in on the comparison. You're watching a hyena in a nature documentary, tearing into a zebra carcass left by a lion. Hyenas scavenge but also hunt, stealing kills or chasing weaker prey. T-Rex might have done the same, bullying smaller predators like velociraptors to steal their kills. Fossils from Montana's Hell Creek show T-Rex bite marks on bones, alongside those of smaller carnivores, hinting at shared meals. Think of T-Rex as the guy who shows up late to the barbecue, but takes the best ribs. Historical fact: in 2003, a study of T-Rex coprolites revealed bone fragments from multiple species, suggesting a varied diet, hunted or scavenged. Quirky fact: T-Rex's teeth marks match those of modern crocodiles, which both hunt and scavenge, blurring the line. Now, picture yourself under a starry Wyoming sky, the kind you'd see at a national park, feeling the connection between past and present. You're imagining T-Rex in a world like Yellowstone's, where survival meant flexibility. A lion hunts, but it'll steal a kill if it's easier. A vulture scavenges, but it'll fight for scraps. T-Rex likely played both roles, adapting to a chaotic ecosystem. Joke time: why did T-Rex watch Animal Planet? To pick up tips from the pros. But seriously, modern animals show that predator and scavenger aren't strict labels. T-Rex was likely an opportunist, thriving in a dog-eat-dog world. You're probably wondering, if T-Rex was so versatile, why do we care about labeling it? Because it challenges your assumptions, like rethinking the T-Rex roaring in Jurassic Park. It's not just about what T-Rex ate, it's about how it survived a brutal world. You stargaze, feeling the weight of millions of years, and realize T-Rex's story is about adaptability, not just ferocity. Could it have been both hunter and scavenger, defying your expectations? So, what's your take? If T-Rex were alive today, would it hunt like a lion or scavenge like a vulture? Drop hunter or scavenger in the comments and pick a side. The clues are all around you. Let's hear your theory. You're standing in a high-tech lab, staring at a 3D model of a T-Rex skull glowing on a screen, its brain cavity lit up like a map of a lost world. This isn't just a skull. It's a window into T-Rex's mind. A clue to whether it was a cunning hunter or a lazy scavenger. You're about to dive into the science of its brain, exploring how its instincts shaped its role in the Cretaceous. Was T-Rex a strategic predator, like a wolf plotting an ambush, or an opportunist, sniffing out carrion like a vulture? Let's crack open the skull and find out. Start with the science, simplified. A dinosaur's brain is like a computer's processor. It controls behavior, senses, and survival. T-Rex's brain was small for its size, about the size of a grapefruit for a 12-ton beast. But don't let that fool you. It was packed with power. CT scans of T-Rex skulls, like those from the Sioux specimen, show a large olfactory bulb, the brain's smell center. This means T-Rex could sniff out a carcass from miles away, like a bloodhound on a cosmic trail. Its optic nerves were also well developed, giving it sharp binocular vision like an eagle spotting prey. This combo screams versatility. A brain wired for both hunting and scavenging. Zoom in closer. You're peering at the digital brain model, seeing the cerebellum, which controlled balance and movement. T-Rex's cerebellum was robust, suggesting it could make quick, precise moves. Think of a linebacker dodging a tackle. This points to hunting, where agility matters. But scavengers need coordination too, navigating rough terrain to find food. The brain structure shows T-Rex was no dummy. It could process complex sensory data, whether stalking a triceratops or sniffing out a rotting ankylosaur. It's like T-Rex had a built-in GPS for survival, programmed for any meal, dead or alive. Now, picture yourself under a Montana night sky, the kind you'd see stargazing in Glacier National Park, imagining T-Rex's world. Its brain wasn't just about eating. It was about thriving in a chaotic ecosystem. Historical fact: in 1998, CT scans of a T-Rex skull revealed its brain structure was similar to modern crocodiles, which hunt and scavenge with equal skill. Quirky fact: T-Rex's inner ear suggests it could hear low-frequency sounds, like a distant carcass being fought over, giving it an edge in finding food. Joke time: why did T-Rex fail at hide-and-seek? Because its brain was too good at sniffing out players. This brain tells a story of adaptability. You're probably thinking of T-Rex as the roaring monster from Jurassic Park. But its mind was more nuanced. It didn't need to be a genius to dominate. It needed to be flexible. In a world of volcanoes, floods, and rival dinosaurs, T-Rex's brain let it seize any opportunity, whether lunging at prey under a fiery sunset or scavenging in a swampy dawn. You stargaze, feeling the weight of 66 million years, and wonder, what drove T-Rex's instincts? Was it hunger for the hunt or the ease of a free meal? The brain of this beast challenges your assumptions, blurring the line between predator and scavenger. So, what's your guess? Was T-Rex a smart hunter, plotting every move, or a lazy scavenger, letting its nose do the work? Drop hunter or scavenger in the comments and share your theory. The skull's secrets are out. Let's hear what you think. You're standing on a trembling Earth 66 million years ago as a fiery streak tears across the sky. The asteroid, a 10-mile-wide juggernaut, slams into what's now Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, unleashing a cataclysm that chokes the air with dust and ash. Dinosaurs collapse, the world plunges into darkness, and T-Rex, the king of beasts, faces its ultimate test. Did this cosmic disaster force T-Rex to scavenge in a dying world? Or did it hone its hunting skills to survive? You're about to explore how the asteroid reshaped T-Rex's world and its role as predator or scavenger. Let's break down the science with an analogy. The asteroid impact was like a cosmic reset button, flipping the Cretaceous ecosystem upside down. The Chicxulub crater, 93 miles wide, proves the scale of this disaster. It triggered wildfires, tsunamis, and a nuclear winter effect, blocking sunlight for years. Plants died, starving herbivores like Triceratops, which left fewer living prey for predators. T-Rex, with its massive appetite, needing up to 500 pounds of meat daily, faced a grim choice: hunt dwindling survivors or scavenge the growing piles of dead. It's like being stranded in a post-apocalyptic wasteland with only a few cans of food or a risky hunt for supplies. Zoom in on the chaos. You're picturing T-Rex navigating a scorched landscape, ash falling like snow. Its sharp senses, binocular vision, and a nose keener than a bloodhound's gave it an edge. Fossils from post-impact layers show T-Rex survived for a short time after the asteroid, likely scavenging mass die-offs, like vultures feasting after a wildfire. But its hunting skills mattered too. Smaller, weaker dinosaurs, stunned by the catastrophe, were easy targets for a T-Rex ambush. Think of it like a survivalist scavenging ruins, but still able to take down stragglers. Historical fact: in 1980, Luis Alvarez and his team found iridium, a rare element from asteroids, in a global layer, pinpointing the Chicxulub impact's role in the extinction. Now, imagine yourself under a starry Nevada sky, the kind you'd see in Great Basin National Park, reflecting on T-Rex's struggle. The asteroid didn't just kill dinosaurs, it tested their adaptability. Quirky fact: some T-Rex fossils show stress fractures from this period, suggesting a brutal fight for survival in a collapsing world. Joke time: why did T-Rex hate asteroids? Because they ruined its dinner plans. But seriously, the asteroid forced T-Rex to lean on every skill, hunting, scavenging, or stealing, to outlast the chaos, even if only briefly. You're probably wondering, could T-Rex have thrived without the asteroid? Its size and strength made it a survivor, but the impact tilted the odds. You stargaze, feeling the weight of that cosmic collision, and see T-Rex not as a movie monster, but as a creature fighting to eat in a world gone mad. The asteroid's role wasn't just destruction. It revealed T-Rex's true nature, blurring the line between predator and scavenger. Was it chasing down the last survivors under a darkened sky, or picking through the wreckage of a lost world? So, what's your take? Could T-Rex have adapted to the asteroid's chaos as a hunter, a scavenger, or both? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us how you think it survived the apocalypse. The stars above hold the answers. Let's hear your theory. You're in a cutting-edge lab, surrounded by humming machines and glowing screens, where scientists unravel T-Rex's secrets with tools that feel straight out of a sci-fi movie. The bones you've imagined in Montana's Badlands are now under microscopes and CT scanners, revealing truths that challenge the T-Rex of Jurassic Park fame. Was it the ferocious hunter Hollywood sold you, or a scavenger picking at nature's leftovers? New technology is rewriting the legend, and you're about to see how science turns myths into facts, one fossil at a time. Let's break it down with an analogy. Fossils are like ancient text messages, and modern tech is the decoder. CT scans peer inside T-Rex skulls, mapping brain cavities to reveal sensory strengths. Isotope analysis of teeth measures diet, like a chemical diary of what T-Rex ate. Think of it as CSI meets paleontology. Every bone holds clues. For example, a 2013 study used dental microwear, tiny scratches on T-Rex teeth, to show it crushed bones regularly, a trait common in scavengers like hyenas, but also in predators like lions. This suggests T-Rex didn't pick a side. It ate whatever it could, dead or alive, like a survivalist in a post-apocalyptic buffet. Zoom in on the lab. You're watching a screen as a 3D model of a T-Rex bite mark rotates, showing grooves so precise they match a living animal's struggle. New tech, like finite element analysis, simulates T-Rex's bite force, proving it could crush bone like a hydraulic press. But here's the twist. Some bones show healed wounds with T-Rex bites, meaning the prey survived the attack, proof of hunting. Other bones, scraped clean, suggest scavenging. It's like T-Rex was texting, "I'm flexible," to evolution. Historical fact. In 2017, a study using protein analysis from a T-Rex bone confirmed its close relation to birds, hinting its behavior mirrored modern raptors, which hunt and scavenge. Now, picture yourself under a starry Arizona sky, the kind you'd see in Saguaro National Park, reflecting on how science reshapes stories. The T-Rex you grew up with, roaring in museums or chasing jeeps, was a legend built on early fossils and imagination. Quirky fact. T-Rex feathers, once unthinkable, were confirmed in 2018 on related species, suggesting it might have looked fluffier than Spielberg's vision. Joke time. Why did T-Rex hate lab tests? Because they exposed its soft side. But seriously, these discoveries show T-Rex wasn't just a monster. It was a survivor, adapting to a brutal world. You're probably wondering, if science keeps rewriting T-Rex's story, what's the truth? The evidence points to a creature that defied labels, hunting when it could, scavenging when it had to. You stargaze, feeling the pull of 66 million years, and realize T-Rex's legend isn't about being a predator or scavenger. It's about thriving in chaos. Every new study, from bone chemistry to digital modeling, brings you closer to a T-Rex that's more complex than any movie monster. So, what's your T-Rex theory now? Is it the hunter, the scavenger, or something in between? Drop your take in the comments and tell us how you'd rewrite the legend. The lab's still buzzing. Let's hear your ideas. You're lying on a blanket in Yellowstone, the night sky blazing with stars, each one a reminder of the cosmic forces that shape T-Rex's world. You imagine its silhouette against a prehistoric sunset, a creature that's haunted your dreams since you first saw it in Jurassic Park or a museum diorama. But now, with new evidence painting T-Rex as both hunter and scavenger, you see it not just as a monster, but as a survivor, a legend that lives beyond its bones. How does T-Rex's true nature reshape the stories you tell yourself, stargazing under the same sky it once roamed? Let's ground this in science with a simple analogy. T-Rex is like a blockbuster movie character, part myth, part reality. Paleontology shows it was an opportunist, hunting when prey was available, scavenging when it wasn't. Its brain, sharp senses, and bone-crushing jaws made it a master of survival, not just a mindless killer. Think of it like a Swiss Army knife in a world of chaos, ready for any challenge. Studies like those from 2000 using bone growth rings show T-Rex lived up to 30 years, enduring injuries and adapting to a brutal Cretaceous. This wasn't just a dinosaur. It was a resilient force, thriving in a world of volcanoes, floods, and cosmic disasters. Zoom in on the human connection. You're picturing T-Rex not just in fossils, but in culture, on lunchboxes, in movies like Interstellar, where dinosaurs spark awe, or in stories told around campfires. Its image has evolved with science, from a scaly beast to a possibly feathered survivor. Historical fact. In 1905, T-Rex was named Tyrannosaurus rex by Henry Fairfield Osborn, cementing its king status in our minds. Quirky fact. T-Rex's roar in movies is often a mix of lion, elephant, and alligator sounds, crafted to spark fear and wonder. Joke time. Why was T-Rex a bad actor? Because it kept breaking the set with its roars. Now picture yourself in that Yellowstone meadow, the stars above linking you to T-Rex's world. You're not just a stargazer, you're a storyteller, weaving T-Rex into the narrative of survival. The asteroid that ended its reign 66 million years ago reminds you of nature's power, seen in NASA's missions to track cosmic threats. T-Rex's story isn't just about bones. It's about how you imagine resilience, whether in a sci-fi epic or a quiet moment under the sky. You're probably wondering, what would T-Rex be in your story? A hunter chasing glory, a scavenger seizing opportunity, or a symbol of adaptability in a chaotic universe? This is where the T-Rex legend lives, in your imagination, fueled by science. It's not the monster of old movies, but a creature that thrived against the odds, much like humanity dreams of doing among the stars. So, what's your open-ended question for T-Rex's legacy? How would you cast it in your cosmic tale? Drop your story in the comments and let us know what T-Rex means to you. Then, like, subscribe, and share to join the cosmic adventure. Next time we'll ask, are we living in a simulation? Stay curious.